Mnashinda mkiulizia Patello. Ndio ule upatana yaonyeshe mameno. Na sanka ndio hizo kwa mkono.
Kunigumbu tu.
Mnashinda mkisema vijana wa East. Vijana wa East.
Watu wakomesha vijana wa West watombe siku zombo.
Patello la D. Patello la D.
Hatuna huo.
Big up Patello.
There is a new trending story in town, making shockwaves among the youths. And surely I have to talk about it. There is this old lady by the name of D, who claims to be 29. Of course, I don't know about the age. And this young man by the name of Patello, who is a youth, let's say Gen Z. And it is so baffling to see how all of a sudden they came into limelight. It is not that I am a hater. And please don't crucify me before I tell you what I think about this. You know, there is a difference between coming up slowly and overnight fame, which of course, if it comes, it's only God who knows, because you can wake up this day and find that you are trending and you are famous already. But this, to me, raises some red alerts, because all of a sudden, we have started hearing about EastSide and WestSide. And if you don't know about this EastSide and WestSide manenos, I want to tell you that, you know, it is affiliated with gangsters. And most of these people talking about EastSide, WestSide are mostly youths, and let's say the age brackets which most Gen Z lie. So when you look at this, it could be a narrative, because even how they portray themselves. I saw them recently in an Oga Obina show. To be honest, there is not much of a connection, but yes, maybe they are doing it for the cameras. We never know, because even the wedding was full of, you know, glimmer and everything that accompanies with, you know, limelight and show off. So when you come to ask yourself, yes, they said they are just staying at home, they don't really work. It is oftenly you can see them outside. And you know, for people to have that kind of money, which of course I've said I'm not hating, I really love to see young people thriving and, you know, prospering in life. But hosting a $500 million wedding, it raises some red flags. And you really want to know why I'm saying this. It is because a $500 million can surely do something great to, in terms of development, in terms of empowerment to people. And so you wonder, like, where did this money really come from? Yes, we are aware that there are online gurus who do 1-2 things, and surely money comes out of thin air, like forex. And of course, I'm not talking about the scammers. There is so many ways to tap in the money, the internet money. You see some people on TikTok, you see some people having something for themselves using YouTube, Facebook, and all other these social media spaces. But you come to wonder, how did these people raise so huge amount of money in a short period of time? Because yes, this person was known. I'm aware of that. He was known even before. But coming and blowing out of proportion in just a few days, it is something that it is out of this world. And you know, what people don't see about this East Side and West Side, maybe there is someone somewhere who is pushing this narrative, because I didn't see it like 1 year ago. You know, yes, it was there, but under wraps. But right now, you can hear young men, even on social media, abusing each other, using strong language against each other, because of where they come from, who they are affiliated with what they have, like assets. Because, you know, for these gangsters, it is like silver is everything. You know, wearing jewelries like gold, you know, it shows how much of a gangster you are. And what I'm thinking is, there is someone somewhere who is pushing this narrative to make sure the youth are divided. Why don't we sit down as the Gen Z millennials, come together? Yes, we know you are from East Side, and the others from the West Side, the other side. Why don't we come together, leave about the rivalry, and leave about, you know, pride, or, you know, what you are affiliated with, and stand together as youths? Because tell me, if someone from East Side, where Patello is coming from, sees how much he's successful, and to be honest, he or she doesn't have any means of getting the amount of wealth or money these people are generating, what will he or she do to amount or to have what they have? Because, you know, this young generation, idolizes people who are already successful, and this makes them to go to other lengths, like stealing, robbery with violence, and other bad acts, so as to gain money. So me I was wondering, why don't they tell people what they do? If it is not a must, but showing the rest what they can do so that they can have something of their own, it is good, because no one loves poverty, no one loves to live a shambolic life. So I'm thinking this will bring so much pressure to the Gen Z and other youths, which will raise crime in our areas, especially the east side, because east side, it is the slum areas. You can name them like Kayole, Babadogo, Kariobangi, Dandora, Barshosho, City Carton, Mukuru kwa Jenga, all these areas which people are struggling to make ends meet. So one thing I want to tell you, as fellow youths and people who understand what I'm trying to tell you, is that as far as someone is trying to push the narrative to divide the youth, we need to stand together. I heard people saying youth for youth, youth for youth. It is good, youth to stand for another youth, but don't let animosity divide us from where we come from. Because people from the east side, when they make it, they say yes, they tried, but the people from the west side, and they view the people from the west side as Cerelac babies who were just handed whatever they have, because their parents already made something for them and made a life for them. So what I want to tell you, let us not get divided by these trivial things. Because even when you look at that Ogaubina show, at the end, when they were showing the symbolism of east side by the gestures of hand, you could see there is a disconnect for people who have learned psychology and people who can tell people by their gestures and their facial expressions. You can see these people are just putting a show. And I'm not a hater. This is one thing you need to know. I really want us as youths to prosper. It is not for me, I have everything, then I'm leaving my brothers and sisters languishing in poverty. This will make animosity even between me and them. And you'll find that when I pass around, they will start thinking evil of me. They will start planning, how can we, something like that. And at the long run, because they want what I have, they can come for me. So, Mimi, I'm not a hater. I'm just trying to say that if youth are saying they have to stand for another youth, then let us help each other so that we may have even, better governance. We may sit at the highest table where we can call our shots. Not that every time the politicians and the political class can maneuver us, can manipulate us, because we don't have any leverage. Because money is the source of everything that happens under the sun. So if the youth don't have, money, and there is someone coming over and saying, I have 200, I have 300, 500, 1,000, 10,000, for you to do something, you'll find that most Gen Z and most youth really want to live a soft life. So they will go with the flow. All I want to tell you is we need to stay together. And, I saw someone on TikTok trying to break down, even though I don't like his approach, he really tries to see between the lines, because even me, I can see there is something somewhere that is not going okay. And one day, one time will vindicate me, and we will see the truth maybe. But all I wish for them is a happy life, because I really don't need to see people, who have tried to come up and, they are trying to make a life for themselves, go into waste. So just listen to him.
You know what? I don't like these two people. My spirit is not well with. 500 million Kenya shillings in a wedding. Who are these two people? Who are these people? I don't understand what's really going on with this frenzy that they have. Of course, in the beginning, when I saw them, I was like, oh, okay. This kind of love is amazing. It looks gangster. It looks real. Of course, when a gangster loves you, seems so real. It's a real thing. Our Kwagima pretenders, gangsters, most of them are not pretenders. But as in, when this frenzy of these two people continued, I was like, wait, there's something missing here, because all this hype, where is it coming from? Now, where are these two people getting money? Because I need to know the businesses they are doing. Kama tunaendelea kusema Ruto must go and he should declare his businesses worth, ndo tujue hizo mapesa zenye zinapatianwa for sijui women empowerment zinapatikana wapi. We need an audit. Na je, hao wenye wamefanya wedding ya 500 million, where are they getting the money to fund all this hype? I mean, from the beginning, have you ever met a person and then in the beginning you just didn't like them? Yani, you don't like them. That's how I saw these two people. When I just came across them, that phrase, I think it was last week is when I started seeing them. Unakutanaga na mtu and then they have not done anything bad to you, but you just don't like them. Now, the reason as to why I'm feeling like this is a whole frenzy and a scam that is just coming out to, distract people, it's because where are these people getting all this money to come up with the hype of this proportion? Those chains this guy is wearing, those chains, I mean, where does he live? Because, what's really happening? Who are these people? Who are they?
And to be honest, they really have the money to show off. Check this out.
Wewe kijana wa West, wewe tafuta kazi, hatupendi maidlas, umesikia wewe? Sipige content na sisi we motherfucker. Wewe kwanza beba gunia, umesikia wewe? Na mamako tampiga mangafi, blood fuck. Sura yenyewe ni mbaya buda.
Apologies for the bad language they used. And if you feel the same or think that this whole thing was a hoax, please let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And as I finish, I am Anonymous Whistleblower. Please like, share, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Till the next one, cheers.